The injuries look like those seen in people exposed to poisons like mustard gas.
That's how doctors are describing what they see in the lungs of vapors.
The chemicals can essentially burn your lungs. Find the truth at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're Valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
At Toyota's National Sales Event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's National Sales Event.
Toyota, let's go places.
I'm Dr. Christine Hahn. I'm an infectious disease doctor, and I'm Idaho's Medical Director for Public Health. It's my mission to keep our communities healthy and safe. That's why I believe every Idahoan should get their COVID-19 vaccine. The vaccine's been tested. It's proving to be very safe, and it's the most effective tool we have to stop the spread.
Walk into a pharmacy or visit covidvaccine.idaho.gov to find your free COVID-19 vaccine.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
We're Valley Agronomics, and if you want to maximize your yields and grow more, the country's best agronomists are here to answer your questions, help you find the right products, and take advantage of the newest technologies. Whether you farm 1,000 acres or you're just starting out, we will be here for everything you need to help your farm grow. We're proud to employ your neighbors and be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley Agronomics, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Welcome into Magic Valley Game Night on IdahoSports.com. Mike Christensen alongside Carter Christensen, and we're coming to you live from Kimberly, Idaho. Tonight we've got a conference clash between the visiting Buhl Indians and the Kimberly Bulldogs. Both teams playing well after a slow start to the season. Kimberly is riding a 3-game winning streak, while Buhl has won 2 of 3, with the only loss being a road setback at number 3 ranked Gooding. Carter, considering these teams started 0-3 and 1-3 respectively, how impressive has it been that they've turned things around?
Yeah, it's been really impressive. They got it off to a slow start, but both of them have found their footing, and they're looking to make a big bang in conference.
First-year Buhl coach Alan Reynolds, of course the longtime Twin Falls coach, he and his staff are working hard to build a winning culture with the Indians, and the efforts have paid off in recent wins over Wood River and Wendell. They face a challenge tonight in an experienced and speedy Kimberly squad, but the Bulldogs will be without senior running back Race Widmeyer, who's out with a concussion protocol. So Kimberly's going to lean on sophomores Michael Goff and Parker Stringham to carry the load in the run game, but Widmeyer, who has rushed for 627 yards in 7 games, will definitely be missed tonight, Carter.
Yeah, he was a big part of the Kimberly offense, but with him out, I expect Kimberly to really attack through the air with star wide receiver Gatlin Bear and Heath Owens slinging it around, and hopefully they can find Goff a couple of lanes and get him going.
You see out there as the captains meet at midfield, the two of those 4 captains, guys that you just mentioned, Carter and Owens, the quarterback, a senior, and Goff, a sophomore. They have connected a lot this season, especially for long bombs over the defense. Really powerful passing game. And a win tonight for Kimberly sets them up for a first-place showdown at Gooding next week for the SCIC crown. So there's a lot on the line as we ready for kickoff here on IdahoSports.com. We're excited to bring it to you tonight, live around the world, wherever you're joining us. Welcome on board, and thanks for being part of the broadcast. Kimberly and Buhl next here on IdahoSports.com.
St. Luke's Sports Medicine is proud to be the official medical provider for the Kimberly High School Bulldogs.
We are grateful for the many sponsors who make Magic Valley Game Night possible here on the broadcast, including Jack's Tire and Oil, Butte Irrigation, Wright Physical Therapy, Trans Systems LLC, Kelly Oil, and the Furniture Room. We'll tell you more about each of those as the night goes along, and we're grateful for them making Magic Valley Game Night possible for you so we can bring you this broadcast. And Carter, the first quarter always key. As you look to the opening of the game, how important is these first few minutes, these opening possessions of the ball game?
It's very important, especially with Kimberly starting off with the ball. Buhl's got to keep everything in front of them, not allow big plays and deep passes, and I think that they can make this a competitive ball game.
You know, Kimberly's run game may be a little limited without Widmeyer, who's such a great running back, the senior, but that pass game is powerful. And so Buhl, with that cover 3 defense, going to have to do a good job of not letting him get behind him, which he seems to do against every team they play. That's why he's got so many receiving yards this year. Bear actually has 53 catches for 953 yards. He's got 15 receiving TDs on the season and some rush TDs as well. So really talented player there. And Owens, 124 of 201. That's 62% completions, 1,753 yards passing, 24 TDs, 4 rushing TDs. So that talented duo will lead the Kimberly offense along with the big guys in the trenches. And Buhl breaks that huddle, and we're ready for the kick. 12 minutes on the clock. First quarter about to get underway as the visiting Indians will kick off to the Bulldogs. And Bear, the deep man there. But that ball's going to be short and an onside kick, and it looks like it may have been recovered by Buhl. A skied kick about 10 yards down the field, and what a bullish way to start the game. The Indians come out with the onside kick, and they recover the football. Officials talking it over here, but it looks like it's going to be Buhl football, 1st and 10 in Kimberly territory.
That was a pretty risky play to start it off, especially with how explosive Kimberly's offense is, but it worked out.
Yeah, you don't want to give them a short field. But Buhl executes that perfectly, and Austin Franson leads the Buhl offense onto the field. That handoff goes to Jace Bauer, the junior, and finds some tough sledding, maybe a couple of yards there on 1st down. Bauer will carry the ball a lot, number 5. Number 9, Austin Franson, is your QB. He's grown a lot this year for Reynolds and his staff, and got a pretty good quarterback there, number 9. 3 guys in the backfield behind Franson, who is under center. And there's the quick handoff to the fullback, but that ball going nowhere. And a nice job by the Kimberly defense to wrap him up right away. Tennessee Owens. Owens and Goff, Michael Goff, kind of leading tacklers from their linebacker spots. Make a lot of plays for Kimberly, and right there making one early. 11:13 to go here in the first quarter. 3rd and 7 for Buhl, just outside the 40-yard line. And there's another handoff. There's a little more room that time for Bauer. He's going to charge ahead, and he's near that 1st down marker. Nice run by Jace Bauer to bring up 4th and short. That brings up a key 4th down here. Just inside the 35-yard line, and Buhl's going to go for this 4th down. There's the handoff. It's Bauer again. He gets to the outside, wrapped up, but I think he's got himself a 1st down. Keep this drive alive for Buhl. Stringham on the tackle for Kimberly. Impressive first drive so far for Buhl.
Yeah, it's obvious what Buhl's game plan is coming in. They want to shorten the game, run the ball a lot, and try to ground and pound them.
10 minutes, 25 seconds to go. Another handoff there. This time Bauer tries the left side. Yeah, not much there. I'll bring up 2nd and 8 or 9. Yeah, that looks like the game plan here is keep the ball on the ground, let that clock run, and 2 minutes have already passed here in this opening quarter. Again, a heavy backfield, and the handoff to Bauer. He's got good running room and a nice gain on 2nd down. They are just filling that backfield with blockers for him and plowing the ball forward. And so far, so good for the Indians up front. Nice job by that Buhl line, including Spencer Gurrell, the junior, number 62, helping open holes along with 75, Caden Hunsaker.
Another first
Good
down
guy on
for
the
Buhl.
line, and Buhl keeps it going. 9 minutes, 27 seconds as the clock stops briefly. And Buhl on the march. They are an underdog in tonight's ball game, and it would be big for them to jump out to an early lead, see if they can complete what they've started here. They are inside the 20 now. Another handoff to Bauer. He's got room, and a nice gain on first down. He gets down to about the 11-yard line, it looks like. And we got a stoppage.
Timeout by Kimberly.
Yep, Kimberly, Coach Rich Bishop not liking what he's seeing so far as the Indians are running right down their throat. Maybe some adjustments, maybe not what they expected from this Buhl offense. With this stoppage, we're right at the 9-minute, 6-second mark. And that gives us an opportunity to tell you that tonight's game is brought to you by Jack's Tire and Oil. Established in 1947, Jack's Tire and Oil has earned a reputation for quality automotive and tire service delivered by a professional-friendly staff at an affordable price. Located at 172 Hankins Road South in Twin Falls, Jack's Tire and Oil looks forward to helping you with all of your automotive and tire needs. Find out more by going to www.jackstireandoil.com. Jack's Tire and Oil is proud to support Kimberly football. Good luck in tonight's game. Buhl offense back on the field, ready to go, facing a 2nd down and 3. And we'll see what Kimberly does as they try to adjust. You know, if you're Buhl, you've run the ball every play here, 7, 8 consecutive times. Is this a good time to pull out some play action and throw the ball downfield? But it looks like they're lined up tight for another run, and they do give it to Bauer, and he picks up a couple yards. He's going to be up near that first down marker, and they're going to say a first down. Officials signaling he got enough, and the chains will move. That's going to set up 1st and goal for the Indians. What an impressive drive. Onside kick to start the game. And they have handed the ball off every time, mostly to Jace Bauer, number 5. He gets it again, and he gets down around the 5-yard line. So another few yards, and that's kind of been the game plan, 3 or 4 yards at a time. See if that Kimberly defense can rise up and make a stop. Need those guys up front to make big plays. Grant Murphy, number 66, in the middle of that D-line. He's been a leader for this team. See what he can do here. There goes a pitch wide to Bauer, and he is swarmed under. He's inside the 5, taken down around the 3 maybe. And we have 8 minutes to go. So this drive, 4 minutes so far off the clock for Kimberly. So they recovered that onside kick around the 43 and have marched down the field. Franson under center again. Again with the 3 backs behind him. Again to Bauer, who spins down and is stopped just short. Stopped at the 1-yard line. And that's going to bring up 4th and goal. What a big play here. Can Buhl finish the drive? They've marched down the field since recovering that onside kick. 2, 3, 4 yards at a time. They've got 2 yards to go to pay dirt. The home fans here in Kimberly on their feet, stomping their feet, ready for a stop. And there's the handoff, and Bauer is in the end zone for a Buhl Indian touchdown at the 7:21 mark. Buhl strikes first. 2-yard TD run by Jace Bauer. And the Indians lead 6-0. Looks like we'll see a 2-point try here for the Indians. See a lot of that at the 3A level. Franson under center again. The give to Bauer, and no go there. That run fails, and that leaves the count at 6-0 with 7:21 left. As we await this kickoff from Buhl for Kimberly's first offensive possession, we remind you that Wright Physical Therapy is a proud sponsor to Kimberly Sports. Get to the root of your pain. Physical therapy clinics passionately serving across Idaho to get you out of pain with effective and lasting results. Call today to set up an appointment at 208-423-1234 9-9, Go Bulldogs. And the Bulldogs will try to do just that as they touch the ball. We've seen this team a few times this year, Carter. This is an explosive offense.
Yeah, they score the ball really efficiently and very quickly. Buhl's really got it's obvious that their game plan is to try to shorten the game as much as possible. Let's see if they can keep the Kimberly offense in front of them and get their offense the ball back and let them run it down their throat again.
Impressive first drive by Buhl. The onside kick and a 43-yard march. All on the ground, not a single pass thrown, and pretty much the Jace Bauer show with blockers in front of him. And it's 6-0 Buhl with 7:21 to go. That drive took almost 5 minutes to cover those 40 yards. And here comes the kickoff for Buhl. Number 52, Jacob Schaefer. And it's another onside kick try. But that ball is not going to cover the requisite 10 yards. Got to go at least 10 yards, and it looks like didn't make it there, and that ball will go to Kimberly. 7:21 to go, Kimberly football, so they have a short field. Interesting they came out and did that again. I guess if it worked the first time, might as well try it a second time. Now here is where this Buhl defense will be tested. Gatlin Bear, the talented sophomore receiver, is to the near side with us here. And a big job tonight for Justin LaJoy, the DB number 12. He's got to come out and make some plays. And that ball knocked away on the first throw of the night. Caden Ray, number 2, coming in there, breaking that football up. Nice job by Ray as he was there as the pass arrived, and nice hit to knock it away. 2nd and 10 for Kimberly. This Bulldog team, always a talented power in the 3A ranks. Started the season just 1-3, a little rocky. A couple disappointing losses, including at home. But they've won 3 in a row. Looking for the 4th. Here's a quarterback keeper for Owens. And he gets a nice gain. Goes out of bounds inside the 40. Owens, 5'9", 160 senior. Good hard worker and a talented player for Kimberly. And that quarterback draw very successful to bring up 3rd down and 3 for the Bulldogs. They've got those wristbands for the plays as they check to the sideline to get the call from the coaches. The line settles in. We're ready to go with 7:09 to go. And Owens is going to keep it again. And he spins away from the defense, breaks 3 or 4 tackles, finally swarmed under by that Buhl defense. And a nice takedown there. Looked like Cameron Gurrell, number 8, with the tackle there. That's going to bring up a 4th down. And Buhl's defense making plays so far. Inspired effort by the Indians, who are definitely the underdog coming in tonight. Back to throw on 4th down. The pass goes to Bear, and he's got a 1st down for the Bulldogs. They go to their talented sophomore receiver, and he adds to that yardage on the season. He's got 954 yards coming in, likely to go past 1,000 tonight in receiving. 15 total TDs on the season. Back to throws Owens. Down the middle and just overthrown there. Looking for number 4, Vinny Harlow. On that post route, but the ball sails a little high. 2nd and 10 Bulldogs. You can see the difference in these two approaches offensively. Buhl, not a single pass on their opening drive, and Kimberly goes to the air often, especially without their senior running back, Race Widmeyer. First handoff of the night there. And well defended. Parker Stringham, number 11. He's a sophomore trying to help fill the shoes of Widmeyer tonight. And not well blocked there. Buhl had plenty of guys in the backfield to bring up 3rd and 10 as we go under 6 minutes. And that's going to be a penalty, but the ball was caught anyway. What a play by Gatlin Bear. We'll see if that is... Nope, they call it on the defense. Could have gone either way. Both players pushing a little bit there. But Buhl definitely arrived early on that one. And Bear still pulls that pass in. And Nice gain for Kimberly. So we'll pause to move the chains here with 5:51 to go. This first quarter just past the halfway mark as they wind the clock. And the Bulldogs look to the sideline to get the call here. Trying to match Buhl's opening touchdown, see if they can take the lead here. Down 6-0 early. There's the handoff. And a short gain by Stringham. Second down, 6 yards to go, 5 minutes to go. It's Kimberly readies for a 2nd and 6 from the 12-yard line. There's the pitch to Stringham. He's got some room to the outside. Well blocked. Could be a hold, and they're going to catch that hold on the outside. A nice run near the end zone. But that gain is going to come back. You could see on the outside there was a pretty clear hold by a Kimberly receiver there. And that ball, despite getting inside the 5, is now going to push Kimberly back out. But we'll see if their passing game can overcome this penalty here. 4 minutes, 51 seconds to go. Any surprises in what we've seen so far tonight, Garner?
No, not really. Both teams have established what they wanted to do early, and they're doing pretty well at it so far.
Oh, a hard count. And a couple of Buhl players jumping early there. So that'll help offset that holding penalty. It was 2nd down and 16 going into that play, now 2nd and 11. As Kimberly lines up here, just outside the 15-yard line. Owens back to throw, looks down the middle and off the hands of the intended receiver, who comes up injured there, holding the arm. Tough break there for Laughlin, the intended target. He tried to go up high to get that ball, and Connor Laughlin comes down, shaken up, heads to the sideline with an apparent shoulder injury. 4:46 to go, first quarter, 3rd and 11. For the Bulldogs. Back to throw. Pressure comes down the middle. And that play broken up. Home fans hoping for a flag, but there is none. The coverage there by Justin LaJoy again, number 12. And that brings up a huge 4th down. If Buhl can get a stop here on this opening drive and get the ball back, big momentum for the Indians, who are already up 6-0 with the early lead on the road. And Alan Reynolds would be mighty happy if his team can get a stop here on 4th down. They bring the house, and it is a nice little screen to Stringham, and he's got a nice gain inside the 5, and that'll set up 1st and goal. What a huge play for Kimberly. They let him through, and the Indians didn't pick up on that screen. They came hard, and Stringham was all by himself when he caught that football. Takes it down to the 4-yard line to set up 1st and 4. Kimberly looking to knot this score with a touchdown. Trailing 6-0, but they're on the 4-yard line. And Owens is going to keep it, bounces it, and gets in. Nice athletic play. First hole he went for was filled. Quick jump cut into the end zone from 4 yards out. And with 4:09 to go in the first quarter, Kimberly ties this score 6-6. And the Bulldogs set up to kick the extra point here and take the lead. High snap, gathered in, the kick is up, and good. Rodriguez with a successful PAT. Number 41, Marlon Rodriguez, puts Kimberly ahead 7-6 with 4:09 to go. as we go back and forth. With this pause in the action, we remind you that tonight's broadcast of Magic Valley Game Night brought to you by Butte Irrigation. Butte Irrigation is a proud sponsor of Kimberly High School Athletics. They have been working towards the goals of local farmers and growers in the Magic Valley for more than 38 years. Whether you are in the market for new pivot systems or need special attention to your current system, our staff is on hand at both stores with parts from the top brands and custom design solutions. Please give them a call at 208-423-5220 to set your appointment today. Go Bulldogs. Tonight's broadcast also brought to you by the Furniture Room. Don't want to wait 8 months for your new furniture? With the Furniture Room in Buhl, you don't have to. Kim and Connie will help you find the furniture you need, and they'll be ready to deliver today. Visit the Furniture Room at 1104 Main Street in Buhl, or check them out online at www.thefurnitureroom.net. Good luck to Coach Reynolds and the Buhl Indians. A good start for Buhl thus far, but they give up the TD there to fall behind 7-6 as we ready for Kimberly's first kickoff of the night. 4 minutes and 9 seconds to go. And there's the kick. Skied up and taken down around the 25-yard line. And a good hit there right around the 33, 34-yard line. Cameron Gorell with that return to set up the Indians. They mark it at the 35 where they'll begin this drive with 4:04 to go. Trailing 7-6. We'll see if they come out with that same run-heavy offense. Two fullbacks and a running back behind Franson, and they have been grounding and pounding that football so far, and they come out in a similar formation here. Hand off to Bauer, and he is swarmed under. Taken down quickly by that Buhl defense. Kimberly defense, Grant Murphy, 66, and number 1, Bear, in on that tackle as they swarm him under. Nice play by the Bulldogs. Bring up 2nd and long.
Don't be shocked if you see some play action on this drive. The Bulldogs are stacking pretty much everybody in the box, so now wouldn't be a bad time to do it.
Boy, just about all 11 defenders up near the line of scrimmage now with this run-heavy scheme. And they're still trying to run it right at him. He'll pick up maybe a yard, maybe 2. Carter, you had a chance to play for Coach Reynolds at Twin Falls, and you had a package similar to this, a twin that you would run.
Yeah. Coach Reynolds loves, against teams that are explosive, he likes to shorten the game a little bit, try to run the ball more, especially when he has a good offensive line like Buhl does. They have a big offensive line. He likes to take advantage of that.
And this time there is that fake, and the pass broken up by Stringham. Nice job by Stringham as the pass falls incomplete. And that brings up a likely punting situation for the Indians. So that running game that worked so well on drive number 1, Kimberly adjusts, stacks the box, and stuffs it. Force a punt with 2:55 to go in the first quarter. And the snap. Kick will take a bounce, come down in the hands of Bear, just inside the 30. Makes a few guys miss. There is a flag there, and the ball is out. Looks like Kimberly fell back on it, but there is a flag on the play. Bear had something going there for a minute before losing that football. As Jose Rangel punted that ball away for Buhl. We got 2:43 to go in this first quarter as we have a brief pause. Set the offense for Kimberly's second drive of the night. And that penalty is going to be against the Bulldogs, likely a blindside block there.
Maybe a block in the back.
So at the 20-yard line, Buhl will start this, or Kimberly will start this second possession. They lead 7-6. And Owens looking long into triple coverage. They're going to throw a flag there. Likely a pass interference Bold throw. 3 guys surrounding number 10, Jarrett McMurtry. And one of them kind of swung and clubbed him in the head as the ball was coming. So from the 20 to the 35, that 15-yard penalty sets up Kimberly for 1st and 10, 2:37 to go. And there's a handoff or low run. Keeper there by Owens, excuse me, and he picks up a good gain on 1st down. Clock counting down near the 2-minute mark as Kimberly drives on their 2nd possession of the game. 2 receivers to the near side, 1 to the far side. They set up for this 2nd down and 5 from the 42. Another keeper, and Owens wrapped up and taken down after a short gain. Nice job by the Indian defense there. You can see without Widmeyer that Kimberly looking to do some creative things in that run game, letting Owens run a little more than usual. Bad snap, low rolls, and Owens has to dive on it back at the 30-yard line. And that brings up a likely punting situation with 4th and long. Looked like he was not ready for that snap, and it came low, rolling on the ground, and got right past him. He recovers it, but it's going to be 4th and 16 yards to go. And we'll see if Owens does the quick kick here. They often put him back and let him kick it. He will. High short kick comes down at the 40, but takes a great bounce for Kimberly and rolls inside the 25. Well, that ball took a quick 15-yard roll in favor of the Bulldogs. We have 58 seconds left in this 1st quarter. So far, a good one, 7-6. Close battle between Kimberly and Buhl here on IdahoSports.com. Tonight's broadcast of Magic Valley Game Night brought to you by Kelly Oil. Since 1969, Kelly Oil in Buhl has been the area's most trusted provider of farm and home delivery of gas, non-ethanol gas, diesel, and heating oils. They can deliver in cases, buckets, drums, and even bulk. If you don't have one of their fuel cards, go on in and see them at 1313 Main Street in Buhl, or give them a call at 208-543-6192. Carl, Donna, and Craig Kelly want to wish the Buhl boys good luck in tonight's game. And they get some luck right there as Kimberly jumps offside with the hard count by Franson. Haven't seen Franson in the gun much, but see if Kimberly's adjustments on defense that kind of hurt that rushing game will force Buhl to go back to more of a traditional offense for the Indians. What did you guys call that at Twin Falls? With the
Called it robust.
Robust. Bringing in extra fullbacks, extra linemen, and just lining up and smash mouth football. 3 yards in a cloud of dust. Franson in the gun. And Kimberly's Gallon Bear jumps again. Anxious to get in the backfield. And that's going to give a 1st down to Buhl. Consecutive offsides penalties on Kimberly. And that's an easy way to march down the field. You don't even have to snap it. So still 58 seconds on the clock as Buhl picks up a 1st down without a snap. 1st and 10 from the 35 now. Franson claps, waits, looks, fires outside. He's got a man, and he gets a block, and he gets a nice gain. And still on his feet, he could go inside the 40 and pushed out of bounds around the 20-yard line. A huge gain for the Buhl Indians. Justin LaJoy with a giant gain. And somehow that play took only 3 seconds off the clock. Clock must have started a little late on that one as he went 40 yards down the field in 3 seconds. That's an incredibly fast kid. So the clock running now down to 40 seconds as Buhl sets up just outside the 20-yard line. They'll adjust the formation here, bring the strength to the far side, and the handoff to the outside, and plenty of running room, and a nice strong run, finally thrown down out of bounds. Gage Babington, number 8, with a really nice run there. Number 8 picks up 8 and brings up a short yardage situation here with 28 seconds to go in this quarter. And Buhl looks like they're marching to take this lead back. This is an upset-minded team that's off to a good start here in the first quarter. 2 backs behind Franson as he's under center again. Again, another shift as they stack it to the right side. Likely to run there, but they give it to the fullback, and they plow ahead. And I think he's got enough for a first down. That'll move the chains as it gets down to the 10-yard line. 22 seconds to go here in the first quarter of play, and Buhl knocking on the door at the 10-yard line. Boy, that screen pass to Justin LaJoy really picked up a ton of yardage and set Buhl up. Snap. Handoff. That play did not work well. And a big hit in the backfield. Babington rocked by number 5, Michael Goff. Nice tackle for loss as we come to the end of the first quarter of play with the score Kimberly 7, Buhl 0. As we ready for quarter number 2, we'll take a short break and be right
At Toyota's
back.
national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We are here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
Welcome back here on IdahoSports.com. We are ready for the second quarter of play as the teams will switch ends of the field here. And Buhl down to the 10-yard line facing a second. Well, at the 11-yard line, I guess, officially facing second and 11. Trailing 7-6, but looking good so far. Here on Magic Valley Game Night, tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Trans Systems LLC. Trans Systems is a family-run business that hauls more sugar beets than anyone. They offer all types of people good work, good pay, and a good life. They are currently looking for Class A CDL drivers who want good work, good pay, and a good life in their American Falls, Paul, Twin Falls, and Nampa locations. Visit their website at www.transsystemsllc.com for more information. The team at Trans Systems proudly supports the student athletes. Buhl, second and goal, just outside the 10 as we start the second, and we got flags. And a false start here on Buhl. That'll push him back 5 yards, makes this goal-to-go situation a little difficult. 2nd and 16 now. They were all set up at the 10, and this could be a tough one to overcome. Franson with 2 backs to his side as he awaits the snap. And again, that shift for Buhl. They like to load up that side and run to that side. But this time it's going to be a passing play and way high. Looking for Jose Rangel, number 11. But good pressure by the Kimberly defense kind of rushed him on that one and the ball high. 3rd and 16. Can Buhl pick this up? And we'll find out in a minute if Buhl has a field goal kicker. From watching them earlier this year, I don't know if they've got someone they trust to come out and kick a field goal of this length, but we'll see what they do. Could be 4-down territory, but 3rd and 16, you definitely want to pick up at least a positive gain here. $11:54 to go, second quarter. Franson claps. Snap comes, rolls wide. Oh, almost caught by 2 different Indians, but it will fall to the turf. Pass was right there through the hands of the intended receiver. And then the other receiver on the ground had a shot at it, laying on the goal line there. Falls to the ground, and it's 4th and 16 for Buhl. And this might be a timeout situation. Buhl takes a timeout to talk this one over.
We'd like to thank all of our sponsors again, especially Jack's Tire and Oil. Established in 1947, Jack's Tire and Oil has earned a reputation for quality automotive and tire service delivered by professional, friendly staff at an affordable price. Located at 172 Hankins Road South in Twin Falls, Jack's Tire and Oil is looking forward to helping you with all your automotive and tire needs. Find out more by going to www.jackstireandoil.com. Jack's Tire and Oil is proud to support Kimberly football. Good luck in tonight's game. What they want?
All right, big opportunity here as Buhl comes out of the timeout. Down 7-6, facing 4th and 16. As the second quarter is just 11 seconds old here on Magic Valley Game Night. Mike Christensen along with Carter Christensen bringing you tonight's broadcast on the live stream around the world. And a big play for Buhl. Back to throw. And it looked like quarterback and receiver not on the same page there. Receiver stopped and turned to the left, and the ball was thrown inside. He tried to get back to it, unable to do so, and it falls incomplete. Turn it over on downs there. So a 1st and goal at the 10 ends up scoreless.
be moved. We hate to tow it tonight, so please, if you have a black Honda SUV, license plate 2T,
11:45 to go as Kimberly starts the offensive drive from the 16. Snap goes to Owens. Quick pass to the outside. Swarmed under and pulled down by a host of Indians led by Caden Hunsaker. 75, the big guy, was out there making plays. And a short gain by Stringham on that screen play. Second down, 7 or 8 here for the Bulldogs, who lead by a single point. Important drive here as the clock runs to the 11-minute mark in the second quarter of play. In this battle of Sawtooth Central Idaho Conference foes. They'll both wrap up the regular season next week. Hand off up the middle. And a good gain, but that'll bring up a third down as Michael Goff with the carry for Kimberly. Next week, the Bulldogs visit Gooding, number 3 ranked undefeated, the Gooding Senators. That is a conference matchup, and we'll broadcast it to you live on IdahoSports.com. So join us next week for Kimberly and Gooding next Friday. Meanwhile, Buhl is going to host Filer in what should be a really interesting game. Probably two pretty evenly matched teams there. Buhl might even be the favorite in that one. Filer started 4-1, but struggled in recent weeks. Kind of the opposite of these two teams. Hand off to Goff, makes the guy miss. He's got himself a first down. What a strong run. Looked like they might have had him short. Breaks the shoestring tackle and picks up a first down. And a really solid run there for the first down. 10 minutes, 10 seconds to go. As Heath Owens and the Kimberly offense is marching. Goff lined up behind him. 2 receivers to the near side, including number 1, Gatlin Bear, who's looking to go over 1,000 yards receiving in tonight's game. Great season for him. Another screen pass. It goes to Goff. He's got room. There are some flags down on the field, in the backfield, likely in the area of holding, but we'll see what we've got here. That screen play has been really effective for Kimberly in this football game. And Kimberly pointing Buhl's way like it might be on the Indians here. We'll see what the call is. The officials sort it out. We had one official wave off a flag, and while the head official was signaling the hold, and they're moving the football back. So sort out the confusion here. It looks like it is going to be a holding penalty on Kimberly. 9:50 to go, second quarter. Kimberly up by a single point. Both teams with a touchdown, but an extra point good for Kimberly and a 2-point try failing on a run for Buhl. Low snap picked up by Owens. He scrambles. He's got the outside. He's got plenty of room, and he's on his feet with a really solid run outside of the 30-yard line. Still going to bring up a third down after that holding penalty, but a really nice pickup there by Owens, showing off the wheels, the senior quarterback. He's a guy you've had a chance to work out with some summers in the past, Carter. What impressed you about Owens?
Really fast, really athletic.
Showing off the speed right there to bring up second and long. Still a long way to go after that holding on the screen pass. 9:33 to go. Owens going to throw it wide to Bear. Plenty of defenders there, but he makes them miss. He's really shifty. Finally hauled down, but he got an extra 4 or 5 yards there. Nice play by Gatlin Bear. As the clock runs, and Buhl looking to get a key stop here. Third down coming up. 7 yards to go. Can this Buhl defense rise up and stop the powerful Kimberly offense? Kimberly scores a lot of points. Just 7 so far tonight. They go quick. There's the pass, and wide open behind the defense. Looked like Buhl was not ready for that one. And Vinny Harlow, number 4. They set up quick. They went quick. But there is a penalty, and it's going to bring that back. Oh, what a tough break. Kimberly lined up and went in a hurry, and Harlow got wide open behind the Buhl defense. And a huge gain wiped out by the penalty. So I wonder if as they got that play ready so quick, if they weren't set for the required second there before the snap there. Illegal shift is the call, and wipes out what was about a 40-yard gain by Harlow. And a huge one there. Third and long. 13 yards needed for this first. Back to throw. Owen scrambles a little, finds his man, but overthrows him. And a good job by the Buhl defense there. Owens scrambling a little and overthrows Goff, who was open down the field. Fourth down, 13 yards to go with 8:39 to go in a 7-6 football game. And the offense still out there, but likely one of those quick kick situations where Owens will punt this. And he does. Comes down just across midfield, takes another nice roll. He's really good at that. He doesn't kick the ball super far, but he kicks it just right to get a good roll. And it gets all the way down to the 30. So it flips the field nicely there. That ball landed just across the 50 and rolled all the way to the 30. So well executed by Owens, and that'll bring the Buhl offense back to the field with 8 minutes and 27 seconds to go as they look to take the lead back. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by all of our great sponsors, and we'll tell you more about each of them. Jack's Tire and Oil, Butte Irrigation, Wright Physical Therapy, Trans Systems LLC, Kelly Oil, and the Furniture Room. And Buhl right to it on offense here. Shifts again. So they set up 1st and 10 at the 30. Hand off to Bauer. And just a short gain of 2 yards there. Down to 8 minutes, 15 seconds to go. Beautiful night here in Kimberly for mid-October. A little chilly, but temperatures in the 50s as we got this one started. Expected to get down into the 40s by the end of the ball game. Starting to feel that here in the booth as it chills off on this October night. Regular season just a week to go here. High snap. Franson finds it. Looks for his man. He's got his man. It's caught. And some room to the outside and a really nice gain for the Buhl Indians. Number 80. What a play there by Buhl. And hauled in by Ben Winkle, the tight end. well executed, caught Buhl off guard there, and he was able to get around the defense up the sideline to midfield, set up a 1st and 10 for the Indians. That stops the clock with 7:44 to go. So Buhl, a good gain and some good confidence. They've got Franson under center with David Beltran in the backfield along with Gage Babington. They shift out of that. And the handoff to Babington, and he is taken down. Bear, the first one there, and gets some help. Nice job by the Bulldogs. Tried to break that leg tackle and could not. 2nd and 13 now with 7:25 to go. Babington, a big guy there, plays linebacker for this team. Strong kid, unable to make something happen there. We near the 7-minute mark as this play comes up. Pass to the outside. Caught by number 24, Kyler Kelly, but he is quickly swarmed under by Bear, who's making some great plays on the defensive side. Hasn't been super involved as often as we normally see on offense, but a great defensive player as he goes both ways. Earlier this season saw him have a really key pick 6. Talented sophomore who's going to be a great player here in Kimberly for years to come. 6 minutes, 32 seconds to go, and a 3rd down and 15 yards to go for Buhl. They got it to midfield, but they short-circuited since then. Franson looking to the outside. Here comes the pressure, and he is swarmed and taken down. Michael Goff, sophomore linebacker, in on that tackle. Nice sack to set up 4th and forever. And after reaching the 50-yard line, Buhl went nothing but backwards there. 4th and 22 now. With 5:50 to go, they'll set up for this punt. And Bear, who had several big plays on that defensive stand, is back to receive it. He'll chase that to the sideline, but it goes out of bounds. We'll see where they mark it. They're going to mark it at the 30. He's walking back. They're going to mark it at the 36. Looked like it went out of bounds pretty quickly there, so good spot for Buhl. And the ball at the 36 as Kimberly starts this drive. 5 minutes, 40 seconds to go as we bring you Magic Valley Game Night on IdahoSports.com. Thanks for joining us wherever you are around the country, around the world. Owens, back to throw. He's got a man wide open coming out. And Buhl did not have a defender in the area, and a huge gain by Connor Laughlin. The tight end attached to the line there. Nobody stayed with him. He was running up the sideline wide open, and he picks up a giant gain. They move all the way from their own 36 inside the 25 of Buhl. So a huge gain there for Laughlin and the Kimberly offense. And now with just over 5 minutes to go in the second quarter, they are marching, trying to take charge as they cling to a 7-6 lead against upset-minded Buhl. Owens will string him in the backfield with him. He gets a block. Now he's going to run. And he trucks the defender, the senior QB, with a physical play as he knocked down David Beltran, the DB for Buhl. He came in and he paid the price for making that tackle. Gain of 5. Second down with 4:35 to go. As Kimberly again looks to the sideline, gets the call, checks those wristbands for the play, and lines up for a 2nd and 5 from the 20-yard line. Back to throw, down the middle, into traffic, and broken up, incomplete. Kind of a dangerous pass. 4 defenders there. in front and behind that ball, and falls incomplete. Third down, 5 yards to go at the 4:20 mark as the clock stops with that incomplete pass. And this next play or two really huge for Kimberly. If they can score here, kind of take charge here at home. But for Buhl, getting a stop and staying in this game would be gigantic as they hope to pull the road upset. And they've got a fun matchup next week with Filer at home. Buhl does. That could be really interesting as well. So they have a chance to really turn things around after some really disappointing seasons. Now, former Twin Falls coach Alan Reynolds trying to turn it around. There's a handoff on the sweep to Bear. He spins and gets close to the first down. We'll see where they mark him. Looks like it's going to be close to a first down. And they say it's good for a first down. Looked like he did not have much of a chance to get a first down when he first took that sweep. But what a talented player. The sophomore spins out of a tackle, picks up the first down, and Kimberly in business inside the 15. So huge play in this ball game. There goes a handoff. And Stringham charging ahead up the middle. Gets down to the 10-yard line. Maybe just inside the 10. A nice gain on first down. We are 3 minutes 45 seconds away. 3 minutes 47 seconds away as there's a timeout taken by Buhl.
We'd like to thank Butte Irrigation. Butte Irrigation is a proud sponsor of Kimberly High School athletics. They have been working towards the goals of local farmers and growers in the Magic Valley for more than 38 years. Whether you are in the market for a new pivot system or need special attention to your current system, our staff is on hand at both stores with parts from the top brands and custom design solutions. Please give them a call today at 208-423-5220 to set your appointment today. Go Bulldogs.
Another sponsor tonight is Kelly Oil. Since 1969, Kelly Oil in Buhl has been the area's most trusted provider of farm and home delivery of gas, non-ethanol gas, diesel, and heating oils. They can deliver in cases, buckets, drums, and even bulk. If you don't have one of their fuel cards, go on in and see them at 1313 Main Street in Buhl, or give them a call at 208-543-6192. Carl, Donna, and Craig Kelly want to wish the Buhl boys good luck in tonight's game. Big play here coming up, 2nd and 5 from the 10-yard line for this Kimberly offense. Bear comes in motion, goes back to the outside. Owens looking to the outside, throws into triple coverage and well overthrown. Dangerous pass again. Triple coverage. They know how dangerous Gatlin Bear is, this Buhl team, and they are paying him plenty of attention tonight. And that pass incomplete with 3:41 to go in the half. Stay tuned to halftime as our statewide sponsors bring you their messages. They help make this broadcast possible, so please stay tuned and pay good attention to those halftime sponsors, and then we'll come back and get you ready for half number 2. Been a great game so far. 7-6, Kimberly up 1 with the football. And the snap from the 10-yard line. Pressure comes, big hit, but the pass is completed to Stringham, and he's going to get into the end zone. Heath Owens paid the pass, paid the price for that completion. He got rocked, but he gets it to Stringham, and he takes it to the house. And Kimberly leads 13-6 after that Stringham touchdown from 10 yards out. Tough running by the sophomore Stringham. He bowled over the defenders, and Rodriguez out for the point after. Looks good, and it is good. And Kimberly takes a 14-6 lead, so after trailing early, they now lead 14-6 with 3 minutes, 33 seconds to go. And the fireworks go here in Kimberly. As they celebrate that lead, they were down 6-0 after Buhl onside kicked the ball and marched down the field to score. But it's really been all Kimberly since then. And a big possession here to end this half. Buhl hoping to take this 3:33 and get back in the game. Touchdown and 2-point conversion could tie it. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Wright Physical Therapy. Wright Physical Therapy is proud to sponsor Kimberly Sports. Get to the root of your pain. Physical therapy clinics passionately serving across Idaho to get you out of pain with effective and lasting results. Call today to set up an appointment at 208-423-9999. Go Bulldogs. Kimberly 14, Buhl 6. Kickoff coming. And the short kick and a nice return by Buhl. We'll put him at about the 35 to start this drive. Ricardo Mahar kicking that off for Kimberly, and good return by Buhl to set up 1st and 10 from the 35 as they look to march down and try to even this game up. They have 3 minutes and 26 seconds to do so. It's really been a beautiful fall thus far in the Magic Valley and not a lot of chilly Friday nights. This is one of the first that's been cold. Last week a little chilly, and this week I can tell you from kickoff to now, the temperature has dropped at least 10 degrees. We'll see if that impacts the players out there. Jace Bauer, short gain. Number 5 of Buhl tackled by number 5 of Kimberly as Michael Goff brings him down. 3:12 to go. And I think Buhl content to use as much of this clock. They do not want to give the ball back to that Kimberly offense.
Yeah, especially since Buhl does get the ball to start the second half. They just don't want Kimberly to get anything explosive going into the half.
That is a big part of it. They kicked off to start the game, but onside kicked it and got that first possession. So they kind of stole both possessions to start the two halves. Franson hit hard. Kind of scrambled and kept that ball, and he gets rocked by a pair of Kimberly defenders. Well, we've got an injury for Kimberly coming off his 25, Connor Laughlin. He's had a issue with that shoulder a couple times tonight, and that shoulder's dragging again. Wonder if it's popping out of place for him. Is he really drooping on the sideline? You've had that happen before in a game, had that shoulder injury. How tough is that to play through?
It's pretty tough, especially as a lineman.
2:12 to go in the half, and a 3rd and 7. As Buhl hopes to keep this drive alive. Well, screen pass, incomplete. In and out of the hands of Kyler Kelly. Number 24. He may have had a shot to pick that up, but unable to squeeze it. And unfortunately, that brings up 4th and 7 for Buhl, and a likely punting situation. And we know Kimberly can move the ball quickly. They've been held in check for the most part. They've had to really drive the field instead of get their explosive plays, because most of the explosive plays have been called back by penalties. Here's the punt. Jose Rengel kicks it. Bear waits for it. Picks it up off the turf inside around the 25. Makes the man miss. Babington able to get him. And now around the outside. And he makes the 3rd man miss. And finally taken down. He made Babington miss, and Babington got off the turf, chased him down, and rocked him from behind. And it looked like Bear might be shaken up. That was a vicious hit. He was not happy that he wasn't able to get him down the first time, and he came back, and a wicked hit there. And slow to get up is Gatlin Bear, but he is now up and walking to the sideline with 1:48 to go in the half. Kimberly up 14-6 with the ball, and a chance to maybe take charge of this game. Be interesting to see if they come out aggressive, try and move that ball down quickly, or just eat the clock and go to the half. But knowing that Buhl gets the ball to start the second half, I bet we see Kimberly go to the air here and try to pick up some yards. Unfortunately, their most potent receiver, Bear, is out of the lineup after that hard hit. And a little shaky as he comes to the sideline. They're already missing senior running back Race Widmeyer with a head injury in that concussion protocol, and unable to play tonight. Hopefully he'll be back for that showdown with Gooding next week. Really good running back. And a couple of sophomores in Goff and Stringham trying to step up and fill that void. And a really nice run there on first down by Stringham, number 11. Picks up about 6 yards there. 2nd and 4. And I wonder if we'll see Kimberly keep it on the ground here until they can maybe get across midfield and then see him take a couple shots. 2nd and 4 from the 42. There's the snap. And the defense lights up Stringham on the handoff. He's going to maybe lose a yard on that. 3rd down now. 3rd down and 4 or 5. That's going to be 3rd and 5. Timeout, Kimberly. And that gives us a chance to tell you that Trans Systems LLC is a family-run business that hauls more sugar beets than anyone. They offer all types of people good work, good pay, and a good life. They are currently looking for Class A CDL drivers who want good work, good pay, and a good life. In their American Falls, Paul, Twin Falls, and Nampa locations, visit their website at www.transsystemsllc.com for more information. The team in Trans Systems proudly supports the student athletes. The Furniture Room in Buhl, if you don't want to wait 8 months for your new furniture, with the Furniture Room in Buhl, you don't have to. Kim and Connie will help you find the furniture you need, and they'll be ready to deliver today. Visit the Furniture Room at 1104 Main Street in Buhl, or check them out online at www.thefurnitureroom.net. Good luck to Coach Reynolds and the Buhl Indians. Key 3rd and 4. Owens takes the snap. And that pass broken up nicely by the Buhl defense. Caden Ray breaks up the pass intended for Harlow and to bring up 4th down. And interesting, we've seen a lot of short possessions here late in the last 3 minutes. Both teams have had the ball. And likely a punting situation here, but maybe they'll go for it. Nope, quick kick. And a nice punt, one of the better punts of the night. And another nice roll, and right around the 20, that'll hop out of bounds. And that'll give Buhl 57 seconds, less than a minute, to try to even this game up. They're trailing 14-6. Carter, if you're Buhl, you're an underdog. You're in this game. You get the ball to start the half. What do you do here?
Probably just run it a couple of times. And if a big play opens up and you get across midfield, maybe try a couple shots. But overall, I think you're content to go into halftime and game plan for the second half and come out with your offense and try to tie this game up.
They've got 2 receivers to the far side, but they hand it to Bauer. He gets around the outside. He's dragged down, but a nice gain on the first down. Picks up about 7 yards, maybe 8. And Buhl just letting that clock run. There's 40 seconds to go in the half. Now down to 30 seconds as Buhl comes to the line. And the pitch goes to Bauer. Oh, and he's rocked. No gain on that one. Going to that far side of the field there. Tough sledding, big hit by Kimberly. And that may be the last play of the half. We're down to 5 seconds. And Kimberly's just going to walk to the sideline. Buhl's going to walk to the sideline, and that'll be it. Kimberly 14, Buhl 6 as we hit the halftime mark here on Magic Valley Game Night on IdahoSports.com. We will take a short break to get to our statewide sponsors and invite you to stay tuned, and we'll be back in a few minutes to get you set for an exciting second half here on IdahoSports.com.
It's time to start planning for back to school. That's why I got my kids vaccinated for COVID-19, so they can be protected from COVID when they're back in the classroom. Kids 12 and older can get vaccinated. The vaccines have been researched and tested. They're safe and they work. Getting vaccinated was quick and easy. You can walk into a pharmacy to get one. We got our COVID-19 vaccine, and I hope everyone will choose to get vaccinated too.
Get a free COVID-19 vaccine today. Find a location near you at covidvaccine.idaho.gov.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is. Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're Valley-wide Country Store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go, or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
We're Valley Agronomics, and if you want to maximize your yields and grow more, the country's best agronomists are here to answer your questions, help you find the right products, and take advantage of the newest technologies. Whether you farm 1,000 acres or you're just starting out, we will be here for everything you need to help your farm grow. We're proud to employ your neighbors and be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley Agronomics, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
At ICCU, to make a difference, it takes just one connection. A friendly face, an open ear, a helping hand. And then something amazing happens. We find out that we're better together. This is what Idaho Central does in our communities every day. We help our members with the small things and big dreams. This is what believing in you is all about. Idaho Central Credit Union, looking after your daily balance.
I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, it was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
It's halftime here on Magic Valley Game Night, IdahoSports.com. Mike Christensen alongside Carter Christensen as we bring you Kimberly and Buhl in Class 3A action. Sawtooth Central Idaho Conference clash tonight. As 2-4 Buhl visits 4-3 Kimberly. Buhl looking for its first win in conference play. Kimberly 1-0 after routing Filer earlier in the season, 48-6. Looking to go 2-0 as they hope to go to Gooding next week for the conference clash. Gooding, the Senators, undefeated this season. They've got a big tight end, Colson Loveland, headed to Michigan, and he looks every bit a Division I star. Great player, and that should be a fun game next week, which we'll have for you on IdahoSports.com. Great halftime show here in Kimberly as the cheerleaders perform for the crowd. Good home crowd as always. Kimberly really has a great supportive community for high school football, and the home stands are packed here just in front of us, and the visitors from Buhl on the opposite side, well represented as well. We've got about 4 minutes and 25 seconds to go until half number 2 begins.
One more time for the KYA
And
cheerleaders.
we will take a short break and be back with some halftime sights and sounds for you, and then we'll get ready for half number 2 and a 14-6 game. Kimberly trailed 6-0 early after Jace Bauer got the visiting Indians on the board. An all-rushing drive. They onside kicked it, marched down the field with 8 or 9 runs in a row, just lining up big. Kimberly not quite ready for that approach, and they adjusted as the half went on, and Buhl had to come out of that. But they led 6-0 to start the game. Kimberly with consecutive touchdowns, though, to take control and lead 14-6 as we get ready for the third quarter. Heath Owens had a 4-yard run to not the score, and then Rodriguez made it 7-6 with the PAT. Stringham took an 11-yard pass from Owens, took it to the house to make it 14-6 late in the half, and that's where we stand now. As the second half will get underway here in a few moments. Kimberly looking to win their 4th straight. They started 1-3. They're now 4-3, and looking to keep it rolling ahead of the big game next week at Gooding. We will be back here in just a moment as it's halftime on IdahoSports.com and Magic Valley Game Night. Thanks for joining us tonight. We'll be back shortly with the second half.
A hit in the morning, another between class, after school, and more before bed. Vaping sucks you in quick. Not to mention all the chemicals and health problems everyone's talking about. That's why thousands of teens are ready to take back their life their own way with My Life, My Quit. When you sign up with us, you'll get a free and simple quit plan that makes it easier to stop vaping. Visit mylifemyquit.com or text Start My Quit to 36072.
Ads like this keep popping up, but I see through the hype because those vape clouds people claim are just water vapor contain as many as 31 different chemicals, like formaldehyde, the stuff they preserve dead bodies with. And while the flavors sound all harmless, we still have no idea what these ingredients could be doing to our bodies. But I already see vaping for exactly what it is.
Get the real facts at BehindTheHaze.com.
We're Valley Agronomics, and if you want to maximize your yields and grow more, the country's best agronomists are here to answer your questions, help you find the right products, and take advantage of the newest technologies. Whether you farm 1,000 acres or you're just starting out, we will be here for everything you need to help your farm grow. We're proud to employ your neighbors and be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley Agronomics, and yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Welcome back to Kimberly, Idaho, Magic Valley Game Night. Kimberly 14, Buhl 6. Carter, anything stand out to you in that first half of action?
Just that Kimberly looked like they were starting to get it going with the big plays there towards the end of the second quarter, but Buhl gets the ball to start out, and it'll be interesting to see what kind of offense they come out with, if it's that ground and pound run game or if they're going to put their quarterback in the shotgun and try to spread it out a little more.
Interesting chess match tonight. Alan Reynolds and Buhl against Rich Bishop and Kimberly, two well-known coaches in the area. Coach Reynolds in his first year at Buhl. He, of course, longtime coach at Twin Falls, played at Buhl, helped Buhl to some state titles back in the 70s, and now back at his alma mater, trying to help turn things around. And the Indians have a couple wins on the year and looking for a third. They started 0-3, but they're playing well lately. Their only loss in the last few weeks was a trip to Gooding, and of course Gooding undefeated, ranked third in the state title mix, and they actually hung in that game. Most teams have not had a chance against Gooding, and while they did lose handily, they competed in that one. Impressive effort there, and tonight on the road at Kimberly, competing again.
Yeah, they've fought hard, and they look like they have a shot to upset the Bulldogs, but this opening drive is going to be key for the rest of the game.
So the teams both came out of the locker room a little late. The clock was down to under a minute of the halftime clock before either team got back on the field, so they add a couple of minutes here to give them a chance to warm up again. So with a little bit of an extended halftime, we're going to take one more short break and then come back to kick off the second half. We thank you for being with us tonight, and we'll be right back after this message.
I'm Corey. I'm a dairy nutritionist here in the Treasure Valley. I decided to get vaccinated because I wanted to do my part to protect myself and my family and my customers from COVID-19. As soon as the vaccines were readily available, I was vaccinated. I would encourage people to do the research, listen to the healthcare providers. When I went to get my COVID-19 vaccine, there was hardly any wait. It was an easy process, is readily available. Since I got vaccinated, I'm confident I'm protected against the COVID-19 virus. My life has returned to business as usual.
Welcome back, Kimberly, as we ready for half number 2. Tonight's broadcast brought to you by Jack's Tire and Oil, Butte Irrigation, Wright Physical Therapy, Trans Systems LLC, Kelly Oil, and the Furniture Room in Buhl. Speaking of the Furniture Room, don't want to wait 8 months for your new furniture. With the Furniture Room in Buhl, you don't have to. Kim and Connie will help you find the furniture you need, and they'll be ready to deliver today. Visit the Furniture Room at 1104 Main Street in Buhl, and check them out online at thefurnitureroom.net. Good luck to Coach Reynolds and the Buhl Indians. We remind you next week we will be in Gooding for the Kimberly Gooding Showdown. So tell friends and family they can check that action out. If they can't make it to the ball game, they can watch it live and on demand on IdahoSports.com. Of course, you can catch all these broadcasts on demand. So if you're at the game and want to rewatch it down the road, broadcast is available to you on IdahoSports.com. And IdahoSports.com, a great home for standings, scores, the Friday Night Flash with all the scores around the state. We'll try to bring you some of those as the night goes along if we get some updates on key games involving teams in the area. And we are ready for half number 2, 12 minutes on the clock. And the third quarter about to begin here in Kimberly on a chilly Friday night. Clear and chilly, the lights shining bright. The music pumping through the speakers, and we're ready for a big second half between Kimberly and Buhl. Players bouncing around out there trying to stay warm as the temperatures continue to drop. About 45 degrees here in Kimberly. The second half starts. By the time this one ends, should be down to 41, 42. And Kimberly will kick off, start the half. Ricardo Mahara, number 51, the big lineman. And they onside kick it. And it won't go 10 yards, and there's a flag, maybe an offsides, and that is the signal. Offsides, Kimberly. As they try to return the favor, Buhl came out, onside kick to start the game. Kimberly onside kicks to start half number 2. Buhl actually tried 2 onside kicks. First 2 kicks were onside. First one successful, second one not. That moves the ball back to the 35, and they'll kick it again there. We'll see if they try a short squib again or if they try to boot it deeper here. Looking to the sideline, and they'll probably kick it away at this point with that loss of 5 yards. And we try again to get half number 2, quarter number 3 started. And a low line squib just fallen on and recovered by Buhl. That's David Beltran, the 5'9 senior. Drops on that one at the 40. Great field position for Buhl as they take the field for a key drive, looking to tie this score. They trail 14-6. Austin Franson, number 9, the quarterback for Buhl. Junior, 6'3". Showing some promise for the Indians. There's a pitch to Widmeyer. He breaks the first tackle, but still can't get back to the line of scrimmage. Gatlin Bear was in on that first hit, and he is slow to get up. Remember, he got shaken up after a big hit to end the half.
That was Bowers, not Widmeyer.
Excuse me, Jace Bauer on the run there. But Gatlin Bear brings him down and gets shaken up again. And that's a couple times tonight. Gatlin's had to come to the sideline, shaken up. Took a big hit on a punt return, and now this time he's making the hit and goes down. And there's 2 Bulldogs hurt on that play. We have a stoppage here. And that could be a big loss for Buhl. And that looks like number 7, Heath Owens.
Big loss for Kimberly.
Big loss for Kimberly.
It'd be great for Buhl.
Yeah. You hate to see guys get hurt either way, but definitely help their upset cause. If he's unable to go, we'll see what they do here. They're giving him some attention from the trainers. The team's come to the sideline. And this third quarter is just 13 seconds old as we have a stoppage here with 11:47 to go.
I'd like to thank Wright Physical Therapy. Wright Physical Therapy is proud to sponsor Kimberly Sports. Get to the root of your pain. Physical therapy clinics passionately serving across Idaho to get you out of pain with effective and lasting results. Call today to set up an appointment at 208-423-9999. Go Bulldogs.
And Owens is up. He's limping, but he's walking towards the sideline. Senior quarterback Heath Owens, number 7. So the 2 stars on offense, and really 2 two-way stars for Kimberly, number 7 and number 1, both shaken up on that play. Bears back on the field after limping off. And now Owens trying to shake off what might have been an ankle sprain there. And he comes to the sideline and gets replaced by number 11, Stringham. And we'll see if he's okay to go and hop back in this football game. Clock starts. So a loss of 3 on that first run for Bauer. Looked like Buhl jumped off sides. No flag there. And they're going to throw a flag. And it's a hold on Buhl. We've got one official with a pink flag tonight. And the pink flag on the ground there. Hold on Buhl on the outside there. Bauer tried to get to the edge. So this first drive for Buhl going backwards. They lose 3 on a handoff. Now a big penalty on a positive gain. They'll get that second down over, but they have a long way to go. It's interesting there. It looked like Kimberly jumped offside to start that play, and that was not called. And tough break there for Buhl as they then commit a penalty themselves. The ball over Franson's head, and he dives on it. And this drive just a disaster for the Indians. Franson 6'3", tough to snap it over his head, but they did it that time. He's fortunate to get back to it and fall on it. And, man, that's a huge loss all the way down to about the 12 or 13-yard line. So a drive that started at the 40 is now at the 12. They've got to get to the 50-yard line for a first down. 3rd and 37, maybe even 38. And they get an offside, so they'll get 5 of it back. They can get 6 or 7 more of those in a row. They might be in business here.
That would help just a little bit.
Yeah. 3rd and long, so now it goes from 3rd and 37 to 3rd and 32 with 10:32 to go. So the clock starts. Buhl not known for an explosive offense. Well, Kimberly is really good at picking up chunk plays. Not a big part of the Buhl offense, and that ball well overthrown. Franson looks downfield, and he throws to Jose Rangel, who was covered by several players. He really got behind the defense, but a missed play there because wide open, all by himself, down the field was Ben Winkle, the tight end, number 80. No one covered him. 3 guys covered Rangel. He threw to Rangel incomplete. And if he sees Ben Winkle, the tight end, that's probably a touchdown for Buhl on 3rd and 32, but unable to spot him and the ball incomplete. And the punt will roll back to Bear. He's just going to let this one go avoid taking a hit on the return. And it rolls dead around the 42-yard line. As Kimberly will take over in their own territory, 1st and 10 from the 42. With 10:16 to go in the third quarter and a 14-6 lead on the scoreboard. And Heath Owens, after getting shaken up on that defensive possession for Kimberly, is back out there at quarterback. Was clearly shaken up and down for several minutes on that last drive, so we'll see how he holds up here as he comes back on the field.
I'm sure they'll run a little less QB draws than they did in the first half with his ankle getting shaken up.
Football is a physical game, and we're late in the season, guys, with lots of bumps and bruises and sore. And that pass is up, and that's going to be intercepted by Buhl. Caden Ray, number 2, the senior, 5'10 senior, was in on the coverage, and he turned around and was able to pick that ball off, intended for Harlow, number 4, and a big-time play for Buhl. So after a disastrous offensive drive that ended up with a 3rd and 37 at one point, they get the ball right back on the INT. Big play with 10:09 to go in the third quarter. Could this be the momentum shifter that the Indians need? They have not scored since the opening drive of the game and haven't really even threatened much to score. We'll see what they can do here. Franson in the gun. Offsides. Claps the hands as they started to go in motion. And the Bulldogs jump again. That's happened a few times tonight. And a 5-yard gift for the Indians. And they'll set up 1st and 5 from the 45. Indians come to the line. Franson and Beltran in the backfield together. And again, the same play. Bauer in motion, takes it. It's a reverse flea flicker. Franson looking down the field. He's got a man wide open, and it's caught, and he is going to walk in for the score. That is Kyler Kelly, number 24. The reverse flea flicker, they hand it off to Bauer. He flips it to the receiver coming the other way, and Rangel flips it back to Franson. That is a play you see at the college level. BYU loves to run that trick play. And a similar look there by Buhl. And they have gotten right back in this football game. 14-12 with a likely 2-point try pending here to try to tie this score with 9:57 to go in the third quarter. What a play, Carter.
Yeah, that was a great play call.
That's a 55-yard completion there on the flea flicker. And now they're going to pull out some more tricks. And it's going to be close. They're going to say that failed. The run failed. They pitched it to Ray, and it looked like he was thinking about throwing it. Had a man there, kept it, and gets pulled down short of the goal line to leave the score 14-12. So big failure on that 2-point conversion. That could have tied the score, and that could play a big role in the outcome of this football game. $9:57 to go. Kimberly 14, Buhl 12. Third quarter action here on IdahoSports.com. It's Magic Valley game night, game of the week here. Tonight's broadcast brought to you in part by Butte Irrigation. Butte Irrigation is a proud sponsor of Kimberly High School athletics. They have been working towards the goals of local farmers and growers in the Magic Valley for more than 38 years. Whether you are in the market for new pivot systems or need special attention to your current system, our staff is on hand at both stores with parts from the top brands and custom design solutions. Please give them a call at 208-423-5220 to set your appointment today. Go Bulldogs. And on the Buhl side, Kelly Oil. Since 1969, Kelly Oil in Buhl has been the area's most trusted provider of farm and home delivery of gas, non-ethanol gas, diesel, and heating oils. They can deliver in cases, buckets, drums, and even bulk. If you don't have one of their fuel cards, go in, and see them at 1313 Main Street in Buhl, or give them a call at 208-543-6192. Carl, Donna, and Craig Kelly want to wish the Buhl boys good luck in tonight's game. Ready for kickoff? And there's another skied kick. That's not going to work, though. It's going to go short of the required 10 yards. Trying that onside kick, a bold move there to give a short field to this Kimberly offense. They are a little shaken and short-handed. Widmeyer's out. The quarterback Owens is shaken up. Bear's shaken up. But still, you don't want to give a short field to Kimberly. First and 10 for the Bulldogs inside Buhl territory at the 48 after that short onside kick try. And a handoff to Stringham. He pounds ahead for a nice gain of about 7 on first down. (14-12). Kimberly clinging to that 2-point lead. The difference, 2 extra points. Successful by Kimberly. Marlon Rodriguez has made the difference in this football game, the senior kicker, to give his team a 2-point lead. Buhl with 2 failed 2-point conversions, but right there, the opposite of failure for that Buhl defense. They swarm into the backfield and a loss of several yards for Kimberly, who now faces a key third down. From the 45-yard line, 3rd and 7. Big play here. See if the Kimberly offense can get fired up. Stringham in the backfield with Owens as they check the play. 2 receivers. Here Connor Laughlin, 25, the big tight end, is there along with Tegan Cox, the senior. Say wait the snap. Back to throw. The inside pass goes to number 3. Tegan Cox, and the senior is taken down. Makes the catch, but unable to get to the first down. Now that's going to bring up a 4th down for Kimberly. They are in Buhl territory, right around the 43-yard line. So what do they do here? Looks like the offense is going to try to pick up this 5 yards on 4th and 5 with 8 minutes to go in the third quarter. Laughlin comes in motion and sets up to the far side now. 3 receivers to that side, including the tight end, number 25. Cox here to the near side. Snap. Rolling out. And high and incomplete. Stringham got his hand on it. Couldn't pull it in. And a huge 4th down stop for the Buhl Indians. 7:44 to go. And Buhl will take over at the 43 after a big defensive stop. They're down only 2 points. And a big chance here to take the lead on the road as they look to upset the Bulldogs. How big was that defensive play?
That was huge. Getting the ball back to their offense with a chance to take the lead.
Lots of time to go in this football game. We still got 7:44 left in the third, so we are far from finished. But there's a key play there. So far, Buhl's defense has a 4th down stop and an INT here in the second half. And the quick handoff to the fullback and a decent gain on first down. Ben Winkle, 80, the tight end, came into the backfield as a fullback there. Took the quick handoff and picked up 2 or 3 yards on first down. 2nd and 7 with 7:20 to go in the third. Branson gets that play call from the sideline and runs it onto the field. And Buhl lines up for this 2nd and 7. Hand off to Bauer. Into the crowd. And he gets a couple positive yards, but he is thrown down by that defense. Michael Goff, part of that stop for Kimberly, along with Caleb Child. 6 minutes, 40 seconds to go now. Third and 5 for Buhl as we get set for what could be a huge play in this football game. Franson faking, little play action. He's got a man open. It is caught. It's going to be a first down for Buhl inside the 40 of Kimberly, and a big play and a big gain. Caden Valero, number 44, big target, the sophomore. They list him at 6'5", coming out of the backfield. Caden Valero catches that pass. They're coming out of his tight end spot there, and picks up a huge first down on 3rd and 5 for Buhl. And as we hit the halfway point of this quarter, 6 minutes to go in the third, Buhl is on the move down to the 35 of Kimberly. 1st and 10. Handoff goes to number 8, Gage Babington, and he is taken down by that Kimberly defense. Anthony Morquecho in on that one. Number 62, the big lineman, plays both ways in the trenches. The junior lineman, he and Grant Murphy lead the way there in the trenches. And nice play there by Anthony. 5 minutes, 20 seconds to go. And one thing about Buhl, when they get this ground game going, they can churn up yards slowly and eat the clock, and that's part of their goal in shortening this game, keeping that Kimberly offense off the field. And Kimberly's going to jump off sides again. Nope, it's going to be a false start. Kimberly was coming fast, but it's because Buhl moved early. 5:07 to go with the clock stoppage. And a loss of 5 makes it 2nd and 14 from the 40. Great crowd here in Kimberly on this cool Friday night. They do a great job putting games on here. Normally this field painted up real nice as well, but we got a plain field tonight for this conference matchup. Jose Rangel to the outside. He's got blockers. He's got the edge, and he's got a nice gain. He's still on his feet, still fighting for yards, and he's all the way near a first down. What a run by number 11, Jose Rangel, the 5'11 junior. He looked like he was going to be stopped at least 3 or 4 yards short of that first down. Kept the legs churning, spun, turned, drove some more, and I think he's got himself a first down, and he does. Down to the 25-yard line. Carter, that was an impressive run.
Yeah, nice tough running. Refusing to allow one man to take him down.
Well done by number 11, Jose Rangel. Snap to Franson. Hand to Bauer. He's got the edge. He could go. Around the edge goes Jace Bauer, and he is into the end zone. And the Buhl Indians have come to Kimberly and taken an 18-14 lead with 4:11 to go in the third quarter. He got the edge, and there was nobody there. The box well stacked, but well blocked by Buhl. And once Bauer got to the outside, it was to the house. His 2nd TD of the night. This one for what, 25 yards out? To make it 18-14 with 4:11 to go. And a big play here. Buhl is 0 for the night on 2-point tries. We'll see what they come up with as Franson's in the gun. He's got a man in motion. It's Rangel. He hands it to him. He's got blockers out front. And he's looking for a hole, and he's short again. And there's a flag as well. It's going to be a hold, declined, and that will fail. Looked like they had that blocked up pretty well, but unable to find the room to get into the end zone for the 2-point try. And Buhl has the lead, but they are 0 for 3 on 2-point conversions. And boy, Carter, a 4-point lead feels good, but a 6 or 8-point lead would sure feel a lot better for this Buhl team. How big is this drive as we get set to have Kimberly have the ball back? They're trailing for the 2nd time tonight. at home. Big night for them. How big is it here?
It's huge. If Buhl can get a turnover or get the ball back, then we know what Buhl wants to do, which is run the ball and shorten up the game, run the clock out. So it's huge for Kimberly to get a score here.
It really looked like they might take charge when they jumped out 14-6, but that Buhl defense has done a great job since the early going. And next week, a big one to end it all. Kimberly at Gooding. And some of the luster be taken off that one if Kimberly falls short tonight. They were looking to go in 2-0 in conference against a Gooding team that's 2-0 in conference and undefeated on the year and have a big showdown. But Buhl came to play tonight, and the 2-4 Indians are looking to go to 1-1 in conference play.
Now, do they go for the onside here? That is the question.
The majority of the time tonight, they have onside kicked it. And they kick it high. Stringham fair catches it between the 35 and the 30, and it'll be a 1st and 10 there for Kimberly. 4 minutes and 11 seconds to go in the third quarter. And Kimberly trails for the first time since the early going. They're down 18-14 here. Buhl scored first tonight before consecutive scores by Kimberly to go up 14-6 at the half, but all Buhl in this third quarter. And really the defense has sparked it. Got an interception, led to a touchdown, a stop on a 4th down, and they score there as well. Down the middle, and they got a PI call there. Looking for Vinny Harlow. Number 4 was in the area along with 25 Laughlin, and the defense arriving a little early, and that's a 1st down up to the 50, so positive first play there for Kimberly with the penalty. And they are at midfield looking to answer and take the lead back here. 4 minutes, 6 seconds to go, third quarter on Magic Valley game night. Thanks for joining us on IdahoSports.com tonight, wherever you are, around the country, around the world, cheering on these football teams who have put on a great show tonight. The handoff goes to Stringham. He charges ahead for about 4 yards. And after that 4-yard gain, we are under 4 minutes to go in the quarter. Owens back to throw as Kimberly goes quickly. Back to action, and that pass incomplete. Looking down the middle, Harlow was the intended target. He had a couple defenders around him. That secondary for Buhl's played pretty well tonight. They've committed a couple penalties, but they've been right there on those pass plays.
Yeah, if you're Buhl, especially with the rules only being a 15-yard penalty instead of a spot foul, they'd much rather take the pass interference than a big play over the middle. So they've been really good at, when they do get beat, committing the penalty and keep allowing their defense to stay on the field.
How similar does this Buhl defense look in terms of scheme and formations to what you did at Twin?
Very similar.
The house coming. Owens on the scramble. Gets the ball away, and it was almost picked off. Should have been picked off. The ball dropped there by David Beltran. Number 10 had a chance at it. Got his hands on it. Owens just kind of threw that up for grabs. Dangerous pass to bring up 4th and 6 with 3:32, and there's a flag on the field as well. We await the signal here. Looks like it is against Kimberly, and they are going to move him back. So a hold on Kimberly will make it 3rd and 19. They'll get that 3rd down over. So kind of an interesting decision there to take that penalty. Instead of 4th and 6, you have 3rd and 19, but you hope to get a stop here and an obvious punting down at that point. But first things first, Buhl has got to get a stop on defense, which they've done really well in this third quarter. That defense come to play tonight. Pressure coming. Owen scrambles. It's going to be another holding call, more than likely. A big, huge gain for a first down. Heath Owens runs for the first down, but that flag in the backfield as the defense got past the line and looked to be a hold there. Oh, wait. It's a hold on Buhl. I think that might have been an error. We'll see what they pointed to holding on Buhl. He may have pointed the wrong direction. Nope. Now the referee's having to talk this one over. A little bit of confusion here. We're grateful for this officiating crew being here tonight, making these games possible. They do a good job each Friday night, and they're going to talk it over to try to get this one right. It looked like to me the defensive line of Buhl got in there and got held up as they had a free shot at Owens. And instead they call hold on the defense, which usually only happens in the secondary maybe, with a receiver out and a pass play not in the backfield. All right, so the penalty was against Buhl. Kimberly declines it and takes the results of the play, which was a near first down by Owens. He ran out of bounds just short of the marker, and it's going to be 4th and a yard, a little less than a yard. What a run. And the Buhl coaches take time out to come out and talk to the officials and say, what was that call all about? Clearly frustrated on the Buhl sideline there. And a 4th and 1. He had him in 3rd and 19. And you can see how animated the Buhl staff, Coach Reynolds and crew, saying, what's going on? And trying to say, what's going on here? So I think that timeout was primarily a let's have a little discussion with the officials discussion. But now a huge 4th down, and you wonder about that decision by Buhl to decline, or Buhl took that penalty and made it 3rd and 19 instead of 4th and 6. And maybe that was a mistake in hindsight. Held up here as the coaches are still on the field trying to figure out what on earth the call was. And 4th and 1 for Kimberly. What a huge swing. 3rd and 19, and Owens an incredible scramble, setting up this 4th and short. And that's after going down, a little shaken up earlier in the game. So big play by Heath Owens, the senior. He's out of the game here as they go direct snap and pick up a big first down. What a big play. That time Owens was lined up wide at receiver. And they go direct snap and a huge play and a huge first down for Kimberly with 3:18 to go. We get into the late going here in the 3rd quarter. We still got a full quarter to go. This has been a great football game tonight. Three minutes to go. Owens back, takes a hit. He gets rocked. And was that caught? That pass was hauled in by Stringham. What a play. Parker Stringham, number 11, surrounded by defenders. There's a flag. Could be on the secondary of Buhl there. And somehow Stringham in traffic able to come up with that pass, diving reception. Big time play with 2:56 to go. Great catch by Stringham, setting up his team with a first down at the 13-yard line. All right. Owens, nice throw there. Stringham, nice catch. And looking to get the lead back is Buhl. Owens is buried in the backfield that time. Try for the QB draw there. and he is swarmed under, and he's slow to get up after a big hit by Bauer. Great job by the Buhl defense there. After giving up a big play, they make one of their own.
Looks like Owens is hobbling.
We'll see if he has to come out of the football game. He really took a hit there. Kept the ball, but Buhl defense was right in his face right away. And he hobbles to the sideline. And there's a flag. Officials throw a flag, a couple of them, as the Kimberly coaches are fired up and angry. They're out on the field now, screaming and yelling in the officials' faces. And players having to push the coach back away. What a moment here. Coaches fighting with each other as they try to settle each other down. What a moment there. Things getting out of control here in Kimberly. Wow. What do you say about all that?
I didn't see what happened. I don't know what they were so upset about.
Obviously a hard hit against the quarterback.
It didn't look dirty to me, though. It looked like a good, clean play.
We'll await the signal here. Unsportsmanlike on Kimberly.
It's about 6 of them.
Their coaches were upset. So 2 unsportsmanlike penalties on 2 different coaching staff members, it appeared to be. They had 2 coaches on the field expressing their displeasure, including one very vehemently. They're just about beat up his own staff as they tried to get him off the field. Wild moment here. 2:17 to go in the third quarter. Frustrating night for Kimberly. They're missing some player, a key player in their backfield, and they're shaken up with injury, and they're trailing at home in a game they probably expected to win by double figures. So frustrating night, and maybe that boiled to the surface there.
This has been a very long, very exciting third quarter.
It is almost 9 p.m., and the third quarter still has 2:17 to go. And this is now going to be second and Boise to go for Kimberly. They got a long way to go. Speaking of Boise, big win last week for the Broncos at BYU, and they play Air Force tomorrow. Air Force traditionally giving them trouble. We'll see how that goes. Meanwhile, BYU tries to bounce back at Baylor. What a tough way to bounce back. Baylor, a really good football team. Cougars down in Waco, trying to pull it off. So a couple great regional games tomorrow. And Utah has Arizona State. That should be a fun one. Utah State plays UNLV. So that's kind of your lineup in college football tomorrow.
San Jose State, San Diego State playing right now.
How's that one going?
Just started. And Clemson just beat Syracuse by 3.
Well, that Clemson team cannot score this year, can they?
No.
What was the final there?
17-14.
Yeah. Still a good defense in Clemson, but not a good offense. Stringham takes over at quarterback, scrambles, throws downfield, and it's incomplete. And Laughlin looks like he may have hurt himself again. He's hurt that shoulder a few times tonight, and he is grimacing again on the sideline and in a lot of pain. As he comes to the trainer again, I think his shoulder keeps slipping out. Poor guy has been in a lot of pain tonight. I remember watching you come to the sideline like that a few years ago during a game, and you played through it for quite a while.
The probably worst part about it was getting your pads off afterwards. So
pretty painful thing to get the pads off when your shoulder's in horrible pain. So Kimberly down to a backup quarterback in Parker Stringham. The hard thing about that is Stringham has been the running back tonight because the usual running back, number 2, Race Whitmire, is out tonight. So Kimberly having to get into their depth and try to survive. And that's a fumble, and it's recovered by Buhl. The Buhl defense has been incredible here in the second half. They get the strip, and they get the recovery. Number 56, Trace Nielsen on that recovery. And with 1:55 to go, The Buhl defense picks up their third turnover of the second half. They've got an INT, a fumble, and a stop on downs. And they have come up huge to shut out Kimberly in the second half. We've seen this happen to Kimberly before where they have a solid first half and a really poor second half, and it's happening again here tonight. With all the momentum and the lead, the Indians take the field. 1:55 to go in the eternal third quarter. They lead 18-15 and have the ball at the 41. And it looks like it's going to be a double pass. Down the field, he's got a man open, and it's caught by number 12. He's going to go into the end zone. Touchdown, Buhl, with 1:47 to go. Jose Rangel took the backwards pass and finds Justin LaJoy for the touchdown. LaJoy, a 5'10 senior, got behind the defense on the trick play there, and Buhl pulled out all the stops tonight, and they are now suddenly in control of this football game with a 10-point lead and 1:47 to go in the third quarter. Boy, they're dialing up some fun ones tonight, aren't they? And a lob pass on the two-point try is caught. In fact, that may have been Babington, number 8. Hauls that in on the lob pass. And that is the first successful two-point try for Buhl tonight. And it's 26-14. How surprised are you at the score on the scoreboard, Carter?
I'm shocked, but Kimberly does have a lot of injuries, and Buhl is pulling out the trick playbook in the second half.
A flea flicker touchdown to Kelly. And now the halfback pass to LaJoy for 41 yards and a 26-14 lead. One more score for you at the college level tonight. Cal is on the road at Oregon and leads 7-3. Be fun if that one held up. The Ducks already have a loss against Stanford and losing early at home to Cal, who's had an atrocious season. .147 to go, third quarter. Seems like I've been saying a certain amount of time in the third quarter for a long time. 26-14. Ball goes out of bounds. That's going to be a flag on the kickoff. Wow. Kimberly facing an uphill battle. They trail at home. Now 26-14 after that two-point try. And their quarterback shaken up and out of the game. Their senior running back not playing tonight due to concussion protocol. So now they've got a pair of sophomores in the backfield. Parker Stringham at quarterback, Michael Goff at running back. On a chilly night, they've got to get hot on offense and get this comeback going as they trail by 12 late in the third. Snap to Stringham, hand to Goff. And he is hauled down. Two Buhl players in on that one. Babington and Gaden DeGarmo, number 25. Second and 7 for Kimberly. You know, without Heath Owens, you wonder how much of a passing game they're going to have. And you really need that passing game when you're down. But running game can work too, and Stringham keeps it. He's a running back by trade, playing quarterback here with his starting QB out, and he runs for the first down. Heath Owens on the sideline with his helmet off, really limping. Probably won't be back tonight. We'll see if Stringham can have some success finding his receivers. To the near side are number 1, Gatlin Bear, number 3, Tegan Cox. And Bear has been their big star in the receiving game most of the season. There goes a handoff to Goff. He'll charge ahead. Not much there. A first down run gets maybe a yard. We're just about through this third quarter. 35 seconds to go. Kimberly down 12. They led this game 14-6. 20 unanswered points by Buhl here in the third quarter. Couple of trick plays highlighting the action. Down the field, wide open is Laughlin. He makes the man miss. Still on his feet. And he is down near the 20-yard line, and a late flag added on top. Wonder if that'll be a late hit or maybe a face mask to add to that play. It is a face mask. Face mask against the Indians. And so a huge connection. String him to Laughlin. Gets him to the 20, and the penalty will get them even further. And it's going to be first down with 10 to go. Ball spotted at the 17-yard line. Kimberly looking to get right back in this game with a quick answer. But that'll take us to the end of 3 quarters of play. We'll take a quick break here on IdahoSports.com and be right back
100 years
with the fourth quarter.
We've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow. We're here for you.
Welcome back for the fourth quarter of play here on IdahoSports.com. We've got a dandy. Kimberly looking to rally. They're down 26-14 here at home. They're knocking on the door, though, to try to get right back in this game after third quarter that did not go their way, Carter.
No, it didn't. Well, hopefully they can get a score here and try to rally back through all these injuries.
Down 12 at home. They've given up 20 unanswered points there in the third quarter. Stringham on the QB keeper. And a nice gain there on first down. 11:50 to go. Clock runs. Kimberly lines up for second down and 3. Trying to cut this deficit. They led 14-6 at the half. With an impressive third quarter by Buhl on both sides of the ball. Forcing some turnovers, pulling out some trick plays, and jumping out to a lead. Stringham takes that direct snap, and again, right up the middle. And he's going to be close to a first down. 11 minutes, 17 seconds to go, and that looks like it's going to be good for a first down for the Bulldogs. They're all the way down to the 6-yard line as they're knocking on the door here. And a similar set, empty backfield for Stringham. Keeps it again. Breaks the tackle, but not much there. Mark him at the 5, so he picks up a yard. 10:50 to go in the ball game. They've liked that QB draw here of late with Stringham in the ball game. And they set up with a very similar formation. 4 receivers there. It looks like Buhl may have jumped, but not across. So no flag on the play. Clock running. Kimberly taking his time getting the snap off. Now back to throw. Looking on the slant. The ball a little wide. Could have been picked. Falls to the ground. Incomplete. Stops the clock with 10:20 to go and brings up 3rd and 5. If you're Kimberly here, Carter, what do you pull out on 3rd and 5 from the 5? 3rd and goal, big play here to get back in the game.
With Stringham in, they've really loved running him, as he's usually a running back wide receiver, but I'd say try to draw them off a couple times first, get closer to the goal line, and then maybe try to punch it in.
Well, here's a snap. He's going to throw the fade to Bear in the back of the end zone, and I think he hauled that in. They're going to call it incomplete, but there is a flag. 2 defenders there, and Bear there in the back of the end zone. We await the call here. That's a big penalty against Buhl. They would have had a stop on 3rd and 5, forcing a really pivotal 4th down, but that changes things there. Third down and 2, so unlike the college game, it's not an automatic first on a PI, and so they'll still have 3rd down. But they get down around the 2 or 3 yard line and have a chance to punch it in here. I'm guessing we might see another QB draw. And sure enough, Stringham goes up the middle, but the defense is there, and they wrestle him back short of the goal line. Gets down close, gets to the 1, but he stopped short. And another flag. Did a lot of laundry on the field here in the second half. And another penalty against Buhl. That'll inch the ball even closer. That might be one of the shortest personal foul mark-offs in the history of football. Ball already inside the 1. So about a foot or so on the penalty there. This is a big play, and they line up for this key 4th down. 10-11 to go in the ball game. They try to run it up the middle, and he may have been stuffed short. There's no signal. They call it a touchdown. There was a big scrum in the middle of the field there. Looked like not a lot of room. I think Buhl thought they might have had a stop there, but he gets in for 6. And Buhl gives it up on 4th and goal, and a big play for Kimberly to get back in the game. Cut that deficit to 26-20. Rodriguez out for another extra point, trying to cut the lead to 5 with 10:09 to go. They're going to shift holders there. Kick is up. Kick is good. Rodriguez perfect on the night. And with 10:09 left, it's now 26-21. So it's been a great back and forth football game. Should have a classic ending here in Kimberly. We remind you that tonight's game is brought to you in part by Jack's Tire and Oil, established in 1947. Jack's Tire and Oil earned a reputation for quality automotive and tire service delivered by a professional, friendly staff at an affordable price. Located at 172 Hankins Road South in Twin Falls, Jack's Tire and Oil looks forward to helping you with all of your automotive and tire needs. Find out more by going to www.jackstireandoil.com. Jack's Tire and Oil is proud to support Kimberly football. Good luck in tonight's game. Kimberly set to kick. O'Hara will kick it off. There is 10 minutes and 9 seconds to go in a 5-point game, 26-21. Visiting Buhl with the lead as they've controlled most of the second half. But here in the fourth quarter, Kimberly strikes back. Get within 5. Now looking for a big defensive stop. Nice deep kick. Taken there by Jose Rangel. And he fumbles the ball, and Kimberly has it. A huge play there for Kimberly on special teams. And that ball is recovered by Kimberly. Looks like number 3, Tegan Cox, coming up with the football. What a huge play and a big mistake. A nice return there initially by Rangel. He got through a wave of defenders, but then coughed up the ball, and it's recovered.
Now it's Kimberly with all the momentum.
Boy, it can change quickly, can it? Cox with the recovery. Kimberly in business. 10:01 to go. And they are just outside the 30-yard line. And all of a sudden, the 12-point deficit could be erased in just a matter of minutes here in the fourth. Stringham going to throw this time. Pumps, faces pressure, and he's going to be wrapped up there. Caden Hunsaker, number 75 for Buhl. Getting in the backfield. 9 minutes, 40 seconds to go. Second down and 16 now for Kimberly. Through Kimberly, your offense is a little bit limited with your starting quarterback out. We'll see what they come up with on second and long. Back to throw. Looking down the middle, and it's caught. Somehow that ball caught and wrestled down. Cox, number 3. Buhl had a defender there. He just kind of put his hands in the air, and the ball went right past him, picked up by Tegan Cox. And he sets up a first and goal with 9 minutes to go in the ball game. Kimberly looking to take this lead back. Trailing 26-21 with 8:50 to go. They look to the sideline for the call here. The snap, Stringham back to throw, fades it in Bears' direction. 2 defenders there, and that ball is going to be incomplete. Home crowd hoping for a penalty, but 2 guys on the defense there as that fade pass to the outside, and Bear unable to come up with it. They've really kept him in check tonight. Not the usual production we see from him on the offensive side. 8:35 to go. Second and goal from the 6. Buhl clinging now to that 26-21 lead. Nice answer by Kimberly. And they get the turnover on special teams, and here they get a big stop. That's Jace Bauer on the tackle, number 5. He's had a big game tonight. On both sides of the ball, a couple touchdowns for the Buhl offense. And nice tackle there. See what they come up with on 3rd and goal here from the 6. No gain on that second down play. And we're down to 8 minutes to go in the ball game. Handoff and lit up in the backfield. Michael Goff, number 5, took the handoff and was met by a host of players. Hunsaker in there, the big guy. Beltran in there as well. Boy, Hunsaker is a big guy. He's made some big plays for the Buhl defense and really a solid defensive game overall. And 4th down and goal. Boy, what a big play here coming up. 5-point game. Kimberly takes the lead with a touchdown, but they're facing a 4th down and goal from the 10.
Yeah, if Buhl can get away with fumbling that ball and not allowing 0 points, it'll be huge.
During this timeout, we'll take a minute to remind you that Wright Physical Therapy is proud to sponsor Kimberly Sports. Get to the root of your pain. Physical therapy clinics passionately serving across Idaho to get you out of pain with effective and lasting results. Call today to set up an appointment at 208-423-9999. Go Bulldogs. Well, Carter, if you're in Kimberly coach's shoes here, Rich Bishop and company, you're down 5 in a key conference game. Your quarterback's knocked out. Your starting running back's not playing. You got 4th and goal from the 10. What do you come up with here?
Well, the last time they were in a similar situation, they went with a fade to Bear in the corner and got the pass interference call.
He's lined up here.
I wouldn't be shocked if they did it again.
One of 2 receivers. Heading to the outside. They're going to loft it to him. Defenders are there. And the ball falls incomplete. You are good at predicting plays. They lob it to Bear. And tough break for Buhl. Looked like they had the stop, but they get the PI call there. 2 defenders right in position, trying to knock the ball away. And really looked like they just did a good job defending that play. But the PI called with the flag. And that'll set up a second chance, 4th and 5 now, with half the distance to the goal. So they still got to come up with a scoring play on 4th and 5. 4th and goal here from the 5. Trailing 26-21 with 7 minutes and 20 seconds to go in the football game. Do they go to the same play? Looks like there's a safety over top to help against Bear. Bear didn't even know the play had started, and the ball incomplete. A big miscue by Kimberly. Bear never even moved. He didn't realize the ball had been snapped and looked back and all of a sudden saw his quarterback scrambling, and I wonder if he was the primary target on that play. And then they threw the ball incomplete. And Kimberly, after getting the fumble on the kickoff, is unable to punch it in. And with 7:14 to go, Buhl back on offense.
Yeah, that was a great stop by Buhl. It just looks like Kimberly's offense is just very limited without Heath Owens, and Buhl's taking advantage of it.
Upset brewing here in Kimberly, Idaho, as taking over at the 5-yard line is Buhl. They come out with that big set fullbacks, and they get a good gain and some good room there on first down as Bauer goes to the outside. That robust formation you talked about earlier, as they put the extra fullbacks in to block the way, and he gets a nice gain of 6 on first down. Second down, 4 yards for Buhl with 7:07 to go. They run out of bounds to stop the clock there. And this time they'll run it between the tackles for no gain, really. Maybe a couple yards. That's going to bring up a 3rd and 4 with short run by Bauer. Ricardo Mahara, number 51, in on the tackle for Kimberly. He's made some good plays tonight for the Bulldogs. But they need a big defensive stop here. This 3rd down is pivotal. If Buhl has to punt from here, you're going to have great field position for Kimberly on their next drive. So this is a big one. Bauer to the outside, trucks a defender, and he has a first down, and that is a huge play. Jace Bauer got hit right around the marker, and the junior bowls over a defender, but there's a flag on the play. Seems like we saying that a lot in the second half. It's a hold against Buhl, so that short circuits that first down run. And boy, that is a huge penalty. When they picked up a key first down, had a chance to bleed this clock, which is down to 6:29. And instead, it's 3rd down from their own 7. Looks like they're going to call it 3rd and 8 from the 7-yard line. If you're Buhl, do you go to the air here with Franson and his receivers?
Yeah.
Uh-oh. Nope. False start. False start is the call. Looked like Gatlin Bear was ready to come on the blitz and may have stepped across early, and he looked at the sideline hoping he wasn't the guilty party, but it's a false start on Buhl, not an offsides on Kimberly. And that's going to make this 3rd down even more difficult for the Indians. I wonder now if they'll just hand this off and try to get out of this possession. They lead 26-21, and if Buhl ends up losing this game, it's going to be a failure on their 2-point conversions that'll really come back to haunt them. They're 1 for 4 on the night. They fake the handoff, dropping back in the end zone, and it's caught wide open is the tight end, and they're going to throw a ton of flags on this play. He might go to the house. That's number 80, Ben Winkle, but I think this might all be for naught. Everybody else is stopped on the other end as there's multiple flags down on the field. Big play to Winkle up the sideline, and he took that all the way from the 4-yard line. That would have been a 96-yard score if it stood, but I think that one's coming back. Excuse me there. Third down. Over again here. Boy, what a huge play. Oh, so offsetting penalties. Face mask on one side, hold on the other side. 2 big penalties. And that'll mean redoing that down. So that's too bad for Buhl, who got a 96-yard touchdown on that play. They thought they had multiple holds on Buhl, but it turned out to be offsetting. We'll redo it. 3rd and 11 from the 4. Home crowd, little edgy tonight. They not liking being down 5 late in the 4th to visiting Buhl. Unfamiliar territory for a Kimberly team that's dominated this rivalry in recent years. And they jump off sides. Good job on the hard count clap there. Anthony Marchetto moves and shortens that 3rd down to 6 yards. Gets him out to the 9. That's a big penalty on a key 3rd down. 5 minutes, 30 seconds to go. The clock is running. Now with just over 5 to go, it's a 5-point lead for Buhl, trying to pull the upset on the road. Get their 3rd win of the year and their first in conference play. They are 0-1 after a loss to Gooding. Franson back to throw. Looking down the middle, he's got a man open, but he overthrows him. He was looking for Winkle, who had the touchdown earlier that was called back on the offsetting penalties. And he got behind the defense. He was wide open, and that ball about 5 yards overthrown. And the home crowd and parents of Kimberly still pretty riled up and edgy here as their team trails late, trying to pull off this rally and get back to it. A lot of hooping and hollering in the stands tonight in a close game that's got everybody feeling a little tense here late. 5:10 to go, 4th down, 6 yards to go, and a punting situation for the Indians. And they're lined up to kick this one away. They need a good punt here. And they get a nice high kick. It's going to come down into the hands of Bear at the 35, so it's going to be great field position. He's wrestled down there, unable to make much on the return, but great field position with 4:58 to go. Man, what a football game. Back and forth we go. Buhl led 6-0, trailed 14-6. Jumped back out in front with a 20-point 3rd quarter to go up 26-14. And now they cling to a 26-21 lead, where Kimberly is in position at the 35. But with their backups in the football game, both of the starting backfield guys, both seniors, are out tonight with injury now. One to start the game and one midway through the second half. There goes the handoff to Goff, and he's got a huge gain, holds on to the football, gets down to the 20-yard line. Michael Goff, the sophomore. Kimberly goes from 2 seniors in the backfield to 2 sophomores, Stringham and Goff. And they have played well tonight in their roles. Stringham started off at running back, now playing quarterback with the senior Heath Owens on the sideline. Hobbled with an apparent ankle or leg injury. And a handoff there to Goff is a good gainer to the 20 for 1st and 10. This time Stringham keeps it, and Caden Hunsaker, the big guy, 75, just flips him to the ground. And a big play there. Get some help from Demetrio Kinchala, number 76, in there to help out. They've got some big guys in the trenches there. And they've made some plays tonight. Nice play by Hunsaker and company. He's 6'4", 311. That's a big boy out there making plays on the football field tonight for this Buhl team, as they have gotten better and better with the season going along under this new staff. And that ball is to Bear. He dives for it, can't come up with it, and he's hurt. He runs right to the sideline, came down on his shoulder, and looks like he may be shaken up as the injuries continue to pile up for Kimberly. Just a rough night that way, as their standout players having a tough time. Trainers take a look at him on the sideline here as Kimberly now faces 3rd and 11 from the 21-yard line. And that's going to be an offsides. Came in motion and faked the handoff without the snap, and it caused the defense to jump. And that's going to shorten it to 3rd and 6. So big bonus for Kimberly as Buhl offsides. 3:48 to go. Waning minutes here in Kimberly, Idaho. And the Bulldogs trying to take the lead late. Stringham is going to throw here. He looks to the end zone. He's got a man, 2 defenders there. It's a jump ball, and it's incomplete. Could have been intercepted, and it falls to the turf. Looks like we may have an injured Buhl defender on the play trying to go up and get that football. But he's up, shakes it off. Harlow, the intended receiver. Seems like Kimberly is throwing into double coverage most of the night.
Yeah, Buhl's done a really good job at having 2 people on the guys running the downfield routes and really making it difficult for them to come up with any big plays.
I know Coach Reynolds typically says they kind of play a cover 3 defense. For viewers watching, what does that cover 3 defense entail there? It's obviously entailed some good stops tonight. Under pressure, Stringham takes a hit, throws to the end zone, out of bounds, incomplete. And that's going to be a big stop on 4th down. 4th and 6 from the 16. The ball out of bounds, uncatchable. And this Kimberly offense has been in position to take the lead twice, unable to do so.
If Buhl can string together some first downs, they can run out the clock to this game.
What an upset this would be. Buhl's starting to feel like they're going to walk out of here victorious if they can finish things off. They have 3 minutes, 34 seconds to go, a 5-point lead, and the football, as they've made some big stops here late. And really some great stops all second half. Down 14-6 at the break. 20-7 advantage here at half number 2. Handoff to Bauer. He's to the outside. He's still got room, and he's close to the first down. Yeah, that was a key mistake maybe there. Bauer getting out of bounds. Stops the clock at 3:28 to go as they're trying to milk the clock. Great run, but stops the clock with an out of bounds scamper. 2nd and 2, but a great gain for Buhl on first down. Bauer's been a big part of that. Big night tonight. Both sides of the football. And a big gain for first down. Nice job by Buhl. That line making some holes. Hunsaker and company mowing people down. Three minutes, 10 seconds to go. Buhl with the ball and the lead, and likely keeping the football on the ground. Maybe this is the time to pull out a play-action pass and surprise them and put this game away with a long score. We'll see what they do. Under center, handoff, and a short gain on first down. They pile things up. He picks up probably almost 5. Impressive. Didn't look like he was going to get more than 1 or 2 there. Ends up with 5 yards. That Buhl line, Trace Nilsson, 56. Out there. Hunsaker. Lining. We've got some good guys up front making things happen tonight. And their coaches, they were about to break the huddle, and I think their coaches said, hey, take your time. Take your time. And they huddle back up, milk a few more seconds, down to 2:15 in the game. Handoff and swarmed under. Huge play. That is a giant play for Kimberly as they try to give themselves a shot here late in this game, and they take a timeout after that big play. Number 62, Anthony Marquetto Jr. in on that. And with 2:05 to go, it's a timeout for Kimberly. We're grateful for all of our statewide and local sponsors that make Magic Valley Game Night a possibility for you here on IdahoSports.com, including Jack's Tire and Oil, Butte Irrigation, Wright Physical Therapy, Trans Systems LLC, Kelly Oil, and the Furniture Room. If you don't want to wait 8 months for your new furniture, you don't have to with the Furniture Room in Buhl. Kim and Connie will help you find the furniture you need, and they'll be ready to deliver today. Visit the Furniture Room at 1104 Main Street in Buhl or check them out online at www.thefurnitureroom.net. Good luck to Coach Reynolds and the Buhl Indians, and they've had that tonight. 2:05 to go, 5-point lead. Facing a 3rd and 7, though. If you give the ball back to Kimberly, you face a chance of maybe giving this one up late. Carter, you are the magician at coming up with the play call. If you're Buhl, you go into the air or stay into the ground here.
You got to pick this up.
Branson going to throw it. He's got a man wide open. It's Winkle, number 80. He's at the 40. He makes a move and slips to the turf. Thought he might score when he first caught that. Wide open. What a play call by Buhl. Play action. Really bold play on 3rd and 7. If that's incomplete, the clock stops. Kimberly's got a great chance to beat you. That might have won the game for you.
Yeah, but in reality, it was going to be the same result either way. If they ran it and didn't get it, then Kimberly would have called a timeout to stop it, and they would have gotten it back either way. So good play call to run the play action, catch them off guard. And
huge completion to Winkle, the tight end. He had a touchdown earlier, called back on a penalty. Picks this one up, and inside Kimberly territory goes Buhl. Inside the 40 to the 38, and a handoff now to Bauer, and they'll probably keep it on the ground. 1 minute and 25 seconds to go. And Buhl just a minute 15 now away from pulling off the biggest win of the season. They have wins over Wood River and Wendell. This would be their first conference win in this battle of 3A Sawtooth Central Idaho Conference foes. Kimberly has been a 3A power for years under Rich Bishop. Got off to a slow start this year, but they'd won 3 in a row coming in. Definitely the favorites. And Buhl up 5 with the ball. Milking the clock late. Handoff goes to Bauer. And it looks like they may end the game the way they started it, running it right down Kimberly's throat. And successfully enough to get the job done. 43 seconds and a timeout for Kimberly with a 2nd and 7 coming up here. Boy, what a game. A lot of great performances on both sides tonight. For Kimberly, Parker Stringham, great game. Coming in at running back to replace Grace Whitmire, and then moving to quarterback when Keith Owens went out. He's got a couple touchdowns tonight for Kimberly. Made some big plays. But on that other side, we've got Jace Bauer with a couple touchdown runs and several big plays all night. LaJoy, of course, had that 41-yard pass touchdown. .43 seconds to go. 3rd down, 3 yards to go. 41. And there's another short run. It's going to bring up a 4th down. So Kimberly may have a chance to get the ball back here, but there's just not much time. Clock's down to 30 seconds. What an upset this would be for Alan Reynolds in his first year at Buhl. And it looks like they have won it. There's 20 seconds to go. I don't think they're going to have to run another play. And a dejected Kimberly team is going to suffer a home loss ahead of their showdown with Gooding next week. A disappointing result but a huge result for the Buhl Indians, who have come into Kimberly and pulled off the upset. The final score from Kimberly, the Buhl Indians 26, the Kimberly Bulldogs 21. We'll be right back with the postgame show here on IdahoSports.com. We'll have our player of the game for you, so stay tuned for that, as we'll be right back here in just a moment on IdahoSports.com.
At Toyota's national sales event, we don't just help you get the perfect vehicle. We're here to open new doors that lead to your road to greatness. Your journey starts at Toyota's national sales event.
Toyota, let's go places.
We're Valley-wide country store. For 100 years, we've been your #1 choice for food, fuel, farm supplies, and just about everything else you could need to get you through your day. We know you work until the job is done, and so do we. For gas on the go or a little extra to help you get down the road, you can count on us. We are proud to employ your neighbors and to be a cornerstone of your community. We're Valley-wide. Yesterday, today, and tomorrow, we're here for you.
Final score, Buhl 26, Kimberly 21. The Indians go to 3-4 on the season, 1-1 in conference play. Kimberly falls to 4-4, loses their 4th game of the year, and they fall to 1-1 in conference play as well. Big victory for Buhl on the road, Carter. Yeah, impressed by the Indians' effort tonight.
Yeah, they had a game plan. They came in and they executed it really well. They pulled off a couple of trick plays, but overall they looked really good.
Great effort, both sides. They came out in that big jumbo package and were able to get the running game going. And leading the way with that running game, junior Jace Bowers. He is our player of the game. The 5'8 junior had 2 touchdowns on the night, a ton of big tackles on the defensive side, broke up some passes, and a lot of great performances for Buhl. But we're going to go with Jace Bauer as our player of the game. We remind you that this has been an IdahoSports.com Game Streams production of Magic Valley Idaho Game Night. Our major sponsors that make coverage on IdahoSports.com possible include your local Toyota dealer, Toyota Let's Go Places, Valley-wide Co-op and Country Stores, and Project Filter. Idaho fights tobacco. We'd also like to thank our local advertisers tonight who have made this broadcast possible, including Jack's Tire and Oil, Butte Irrigation, Wright Physical Therapy, Trans Systems LLC, Kelly Oil, and the Furniture Room in Buhl. Congratulations again to Jace Bauer, our IdahoSports.com player of the game. Thanks for joining us as the Buhl Indians defeat the Kimberly Bulldogs by a score of 26-21. For my broadcast partner, Carter Christensen, and everyone else behind the scenes here at IdahoSports.com, my name is Mike Christensen. Thanks for joining us.
This has been a presentation of IdahoSports.com Game Streams. This broadcast is copyrighted to IdahoSports.com. Any rebroadcast, retransmission, or other use of this broadcast without the expressed written consent of IdahoSports.com is